Thank you for tuning in to 7 Mobile Minutes, brought to you by 7 Media Group. Now, here are your hosts, Ron Cariker and Dave Morris.
In Frisco, Texas, at the Embassy Suites, it is once again time for some conference action with Tucker Rocky. Dave Morris here alongside President and owner of 7 Media Group, Ron Cariker. Ron, how are you?
Good. Very good.
You spoke this while we were here at this conference. It's not your first time here. You spoke this morning in a seminar about social media. What did you tell people?
Yeah, so they have workshops for the dealers. Tucker Rocky puts on, these workshops and tutorials for dealers that come. So we talked about social media. There was a panel of us, spoke about Facebook ads, and then, of course, I talked about mobile and how effective mobile is for power sports dealers that we work with.
So you're basically taking out all the guesswork of trying to get them to your content. You're giving them the content right in front of them. And again, keep it simple. I mean, you're taking, again, all the guesswork out of it, that there's no room for error, essentially. You're sending them exactly what you want them to see. And it's amazing. I've been in business almost 9 years now, and a lot of my clients are power sports dealers, and it's unbelievable the amount of content that your customers will consume. They can't get enough.
Well, and specifically, how does that relate to the market that's here today?
Really, with the dealerships, the dealer representatives that come to the Tucker Rocky show, we talk with them specifically and how mobile can be used for their dealership, for their customer base, and reaching out to their customers. And then with Tucker Rocky themselves, we work with them and providing them our mobile solution. So they've been using it for the conference. So they've been sending out texts to the attendees, to their own sales staff, to remind them to share their, experience and show their customers around. So all in all, it's been really good. I think it's been very effective for them.
Big Expo floor out there with lots of products, bikes, all the sort of swag that you might expect at an event like this. Who have you spoken with, and what are people talking about this year?
Really, I haven't spent a ton of time inside the show. I mean, there's a lot of the same vendors that were here from last year.
But you've interacted with people coming off the Expo floor and from the 2 seminars you spoke at.
So talking to them, it seems like there's been really good activity and good feedback. I know the Tucker Rocky representatives have been really happy with the turnout of the dealers that they've been working with. I think really this year versus last year, there were a lot more people that had the expectation of learning more about some marketing tools, and like the workshop this morning and the one we did yesterday morning. So that's been a good thing for us to be able to talk to dealers and customers specifically about what we provide, not just the parts and accessories that the show's all about. So.
We mentioned you had 2 morning shows, which is right up your alley, right? Early morning speaking in front of people. This morning was social media, and you spoke about your product yesterday. What was the topics there?
Same thing. Yesterday was a similar session, and that we split it up and talked about again the social media aspect. So many dealers know they have to be on social media, they have to be represented there, they have to have a presence. But so many of them don't have the know-how or the tools to be able to use it effectively. So, it was a brief session of an hour long, but some of the expertise that was shared were some really tangible things that dealers can take away. So, again, my part in it with the texting opportunities, letting dealers know how valuable the content is that they already own and have, and how to share that, the value in their existing data that they have. They all know these things. They just, until they hear it out loud or they hear someone tell them how to use it, it really doesn't come through to them. So I think the dealers that have attended and we've spoken with, they seem very, very happy that they came.
I said, this is why I'm in here. I want to find out. Because I heard your conversation that you were having with a client, and I'm setting the table away, and all of a sudden I'm going, I just found the person I need to talk to. So then Rob said, let's go sit on that social media. And I said, I want to find out what the text message is.
There's stuff too, we do.
And after those 2 breakfast sessions, you've been out here with Jason Barnes manning this table, drinking some coffee, eating some snacks or whatever, and various vendors, dealership owners have come down, sat, and asked various questions. What are they most interested in? Is there a theme that you constantly, hey, I know they're going to ask this question, so I'm going to go ahead and provide this information?
Yeah, that's what, interesting that things kind of ebb and flow in the industry. Sometimes, years back, the first question was, how much does this cost? A lot of them really that have sat down and talked to us, their questions are really more deep. They have more understanding to some degree, I should say. And their questions really more surround, how many different ways can mobile help my dealership? Can I do this with it? Can I do something in service? Can I do something with parts? And so they have a good understanding that this is a tool that they can utilize. They just really want to get a good grasp of in how many ways they can utilize it. So I've found that all the dealers we've spoken to have been somewhat educated enough to know what questions to ask, and they're not completely oblivious.
You can find more information at 7mediagroup.com. Before I let you go, Ron, what are we sitting here that you have on display?
Yeah, so last year we brought tablets out. These are our kiosks. This is what we provide to dealers that they have in their stores, like at their front counters or their parts department or service department. Lets customers immediately sign up for mobile alerts. So join their mobile club or get a coupon or get an offer. It's just self-serve. They don't have to. The dealer doesn't have to know anything or learn anything. It's tied back into our platform, so we control the graphics for them and everything. So they just put it out and have a message rotating on it, and the customers can go and sign up and immediately get a response. The dealer really doesn't have to do a lot. So it really is visual is a big deal. So obviously having these out here for us draws the attention in. But again, it's an example of what dealers can have in their store to draw their customers in.
There you have it. And again, more information about 7 Media Group online at 7mediagroup.com. Ron, thanks for your time.
Thank you.